the cruise industry, the cruise guru part of it, the clients that are going to use it, we just don't know how they're going to behave, whether they're going to want to talk to us or whether they're going to be happy just to click it. So when you go through and do a booking in Cruise Guru, you put your credit card in, and then within 30 seconds there's an email in your inbox to say thank you, here's your confirmation number, here's your receipt and all this sort of thing. So it's got the capability, it's just whether people are going to be comfortable booking a cruise without actually talking to us. Just don't know. The trade, we've got to make sure that the Carnival product and the How product and the Seabourn and Silversea that sit in Travel the World Online is something that they want to use and that they continue to see as a benefit, and that we'll work with Ponant and with Silversea to get them in there, because we want to get Ponant and Windstar to get them in there. So that's another goal. So again, lots of things go into that, like how we get customers to do it. Like, is there going to be incentives? Is there going to be different pricing? Is it going to be a really long phone queue? What is it that gets them off the phone and into doing it themselves? Just gives us the ability for it to be seamless. It's less resources. It makes us have less cost, which means that we can put that money back into investing in our business and in ourselves and into the customer. Client satisfaction levels post-trip exceeds 85%, so we need to come up with some sort of measurement. Like, if we want to build a brand and a database, then we need to understand what our clients think about us. So right now, we don't ask them when they come back what they think of us. Did they have a good time when they came through us? Did the agents enjoy their experience? I think it's pretty good, because very few, like proportionately, negatives come through. But there's no actual measurement of it. I think that introducing something that allows us to measure that would be a goal. TAUC, so the last couple are TAUC. We need, like, TAUC is a great product and we want to work with them. They're part of our strategic portfolio of products. But their system is a dog, like in terms of what we want it to do for us. We want to have this seamless transaction flow with them, but instead we have to ring them or email them, and so we're working really hard to get them to change the parameters around which we can access their system. So ultimately we will have their system, more access to it, and build something that feeds the information coming out of there directly into ResWiz. And also a feed that goes straight into our website, so that all that information doesn't have to be manually loaded. And we get it periodically in files that we upload and things, but overall it's quite hard work. To get to the 6,000 that we're talking about, we need to get their system better. You know, same with, like, Ponant's another great example that would sit up in the 50-50 ratio. You know, we are not going to get Ponant as a 50-50 ratio under their current circumstances. It's so hard to work with them from an operational point of view. So, but we know that they're really keen. They're coming out next week, and if we can say to them, hey, look, we want to grow your business, and you guys might say, you know, to $5 million, you know, out of the 70 million, when 5 of it would be Ponant, we can say to them, okay, well, these are the biggest challenges we've got, and then our goal is to get you automated. If we know what our goal is, then we can talk to them about it. So when we're sitting there and they say to us, well, you know, what's your biggest problem? We say, well, we want to be automated, and this isn't letting us, and this isn't letting us. So, okay. So one of the, like, in terms of our third strategic imperative, it's really us as people. It's about engagement and having the ability to remunerate you, to recognise what you do, to give you a career path, and also to make sure that you're happy. Like, you know, I sprout it every time that I get up here for one reason or another. And it's like, if you come to work and you're not happy, that becomes, everyone has bad days, and every time, you know, you can have a thing, but if the ratio changes and you've got more bad days than good days, I genuinely think, and the exec would back me, we'll help you get another job, because life's too short. Like, we want you to come to work and be really happy, and to be engaged in what you're doing, and to be able to think that you can make a difference, because that means that we've got a team of people around us that all have the same like-minded approach to what we're doing, and come in and generally want to be there. Like there's nothing worse than like going to work and sitting next to somebody who just doesn't want to be there. Like it's just like, you're like you know, it's just so much energy goes into doing nothing. So how are we going to do this? Just one more. So training schedules. So that goes across a whole lot of things, like getting people into the business, making sure that when they start with us that they don't get put on the phones or into the role that they're taking on without having any idea what they're doing. Also to continue and to invest and to identify training. So again guys, these are things that you need to be involved in. This is a strategic objective of this business. So if you know that this is what we want, the training and building you guys up and to take you to the next level is something that we want to achieve as a business. You've got total support, like it's a strategic imperative. So you need to say, hey, here's a course that I think would really help me. This is what I do every day and I'm not doing it as efficiently as I could because I don't know how to type. Would be me. Like, you know, if I could type, I'd probably save an hour every day. So I should go into a freaking typing course. I got one of those dictating things at one stage, but it didn't work. And when you talk into it, I just ended up going, I think the word fuck was in it. So the training's like coming into the business, as well as once you're in it, looking outside of it to see if there's things that other companies or other organisations or other training bodies are offering that would value us. Okay, so everybody's busy. In your role, if you see a weakness in your training or your abilities, point it out. But don't just come with a problem. If you can come and help us find a solution as well. Like, here's what I can't do, and here's what I want to be able to do, and here's something I feel that can help me do it. That'd be tops. That'd help us a lot. But if you can't find that, that's cool. Just tell us what the problem is, and we'll try and find something for you. First-hand travel experience. So when we sent around the other day, who's done cruising, who hasn't? Like there was 5 or 6 of us that haven't been on a cruise ever. Like that's what we do. Like, you know, and it's just like I saw it and I just instantly thought that's just something we've got to rectify immediately. So I think we've got some great opportunities for a range of us in the next couple of months. Between now and the end of the year, anyway, there's a lot of people that are getting their first opportunity to get on a ship. Seeing that 70% of our business in the future is going to be sailing, and even within TALC, that 30% of our business, or the 30 million, is like they do a lot of cruises as well. So it's really like to get on a cruise in this organisation is something you need to do. Like you need to, if someone rings us and they say, "Have you ever been on a cruise before?" You need to be able to say yes. So that's just one of the things. But any opportunity that we can get to get you away, like that's why most of us got into it. Like get into travel, get out there and experience it. So I think for the first time we got like this Penang thing that came around recently. We'd already used our budget and allocation for educationals for the year, but Penang came and said you can have a cabin to go to Antarctica.
No, we're paying for the cabin.
Oh, we're paying?
We're paying for the cabin. We didn't get it. The free cabins are for the media. We're paying for the cabin.
So we're buying one cabin, but we were saying, yeah, it was a really shithole rate, I think, but we couldn't do the flights because the flights were that much more. But the thing is, we're just going to push this stuff out. Like if there's an opportunity, you guys can make up your decision. But just getting that experience and so I think historically we might have said, oh, we can't offer it, you know, because they're not giving it. You guys could, you're big enough and work with us long enough to make your own mind up. Like if it's $2,000, not 12, and you have to pay some money to go there, but you're saving 10 grand to do it, then go for it. Remuneration. So the packages that we do and the way that we deliver them is something that we want to make sure that we focus on over the next 3 years. At some stage we need to have a look at what we're doing now and then come back to you guys and just continually work on it. But the goal is to be successful enough to be able to make sure that we stay at the lead in terms of our industry, and also very importantly recognise people who are engaged and working really well. Like if there's something that someone's done that's extraordinary, or as a team we do something extraordinary, then we should be able to share that success. Like my vision for the business is not about taking all the money out. we're investing, to do this next, like the money that's being invested in technology and people and our products right now is significant. Like, it isn't about return for me. Like, I had the opportunity potentially when Howard